Halo watazamaji, karibuni tena. Hivi jamani, umeshawahi kusikia mzazi anachukua mtoto na anaenda kumdump sehemu bila makaratasi, bila passport, bila kitu chochote kile? Stori ya leo nitaongelea kuhusu mtoto ambaye alitupwa na wazazi ambao wamemwadapti. Nifuatilie kwenye kipindi changu nikikupa hiyo habari. Karibuni sana. Yes, kwa hiyo leo niko nasema ngoja nitoe hii story. Nimekutana na story wakati nina chambua. Unajua tena sisi creators lazima uende ukaangalie vitu vya mwenzio anafanya nini. Kwa nimekutana na story ya kijana anaitwa Andy au Andrew. Huyu Andrew ametokea Marekani, Minnesota. Alikuwa wakati anaishi Amerika, ameishi kwenye nyumba tofauti, foster cares tofauti. Baada ya pale akaja akampata huyo baba mwingine ambaye ndo Mkenya wa mwisho. Yule bwana ameoa mzungu na nini, lakini alivyomchukua mara ya kwanza anasema maisha yalikuwa mazuri sana. Baadaye mambo yakabadilika. Mtoto amekuwa unwanted kila sehemu ambayo alikuwa anakwenda. Kila alikokuwa anakwenda kwa sababu ni mweusi nini, kwa hiyo yeye tena akawa ameishi maisha fulani ya shida sana. Kwa sasa nimeona kwamba ngoja nichukue hii clip niiweke, alafu muweze kuisikiliza, tusikilize wote, alafu mtajaji wenyewe. Lakini mtoto anapitia maisha magumu sana. Mpaka sasa hivi anaishi zake Kenya, anakusanya uchafu kwenye madumpster ya Kenya ambayo ndo the biggest in East Africa. Kwa hiyo alikuwa tu homeless, akapata mtu wa kumweka, akamchukua. Lakini amekuwa maarufu. Mimi nilimkutana naye wakati naangalia television moja inaitwa Freemax. Napenda sana kuiangalia, kufuatilia documentary zao. Nikakutana naye. Kumbe alishakuwa maarufu TikTok, amekuwa wapi? Anatoka dumpster. Kwa hiyo kuwa dumpster jamani, sio kwamba maisha ndo yameishia. Msikilize kidogo alafu tutaendelea.
I flew past the whip with the blind in my mouth with the swerving that whip out of company. My bitch got good pussy fly across the country. I finished the show in the happening. I got me a milli, I did it legitly. I'm still with the shits. I'm a hot nigga. I'm Andrew. And I was born in the US.
It is a fantastic day, beautiful moment right here in Dandora dump site. This is actually the biggest dump site, not only in Kenya, but in East Africa. And today I caught up with a Kenyan who was born in the US. He was raised in the US, but the first day he set his foot in Kenya, he's never gone back. But instead, this is where he calls home. He's going to be telling us a lot more about what is that one main thing that led to the disconnect between him and the parents. How you doing?
Great, I'm doing good.
You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, the first time actually I saw your story on TikTok, I couldn't believe it. And that's why I decided to come to this place just to get it from your mouth. Please, first of all, introduce yourself.
Okay, I'm Andrew. And I was born in the US, in Minnesota. Then I lived there for like 12 years. And then I came back to Kenya. I've been there ever since.
Please tell us, how was life back in the US?
Actually, when I was a kid, life was perfect. You know, as a kid, you don't so much know about, hey, these people are taking me this or that way. You were just gonna enjoy everything, and you'd appreciate the smallest of things, and you would want them. So we would go out like swimming and the playground, watching football, soccer, and doing church. Everything was just enjoyable. The food and the parties and celebrations, like it was perfect.
How was the relationship between you and your brother?
At first close. It just get a little bit bad, like along the way, but yeah, it was good.
When did the things started going wrong? Especially back in the US.
Okay, back in the US, Okay, I told you I was like in Minnesota before that. So my dad had a white woman, and then they moved to California, where the white woman is like the rest of the family was. So when we moved to California, that's when things started going black because we had to meet the rest of the white family. Like we had these other white kids and the rest of the white family, and they were like, "What? They just treated me like trash." Especially because they heard I'm from like some adopted thing, and they were like, "Yeah, it's just different." My dad would understand. My mom, I wouldn't be there. I did tell my dad a couple times, "Hey, this is happening," and like they used to like act like we were gonna threaten them. But like, "You gotta stop this! Don't do this to him! Like he's part of us. I brought him here, and all that." Then you would feel like when you do something to them and they report you, you were treated differently. There is some harsh like decisions made. But then for them, it's just some little talking, and it's like a little chit chat, and then that's it.
Take me back a little bit. You were with your parents, your mom and dad.
Yeah.
How did the white family come into picture?
Okay, my dad kind of lost his job back in Minnesota, and then I told you mom had the rest of the family there, and they were like, "There is something he can do over there," so we had to like leave the place like completely. So we'd go to the different place, and he'd try things out there, and that's how we left to the other.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay, before then I was like the only kid, so I was getting the good treatment because there was nobody else in the picture.
Yeah.
And when we went there, it's just different.
What is the main reason why you came to Kenya?
My dad had his mom like going through the last stages of some cancer something treatment. So he had to come like visit her because he was finding from there, and then they were telling him like it was getting worse and worse. She wasn't looking like she was getting better. So we had to come over just to like he had to like he said, if I lose her, then I'm gonna have to see her like one more time.
Okay.
That's how he just.
How was life in Kenya compared to the US?
Okay. Honestly, it was tough. In Kenya, it's tough, a little bit more tough. And then there, I was being provided for like all the stuff you need. So I was getting the food and the shelter and all that. So when I come here, and then at first I was in their family place, so that didn't seem bad. It would be like, okay, it's good, just meeting different people, but life's still good. But when I got out of the place and I was like out here, it got really, really tough. The biggest thing I tell myself happened was me and getting in a lot of conflict with these other kids when I was back in the US. So I think I was getting this hatred from my mom, and she was like, "Why are you treating my kids like that?" But it was just because they were not doing me right. So I was like, I gotta fight back sometimes. So we got into trouble. Sometimes I was harassed by even them because they were like, "You can't do this, my kid." And then I think that was the biggest thing that happened that would brought this whole conflict. So we came back here. I don't know, but whatever I tell myself is they really, really didn't want me to go back with them back there, so they just planned on, this guy's gonna remain around here and not in my family place. That was the worst thing.
So, when you left your home here in Kenya, where did you go first?
When I left my home?
Yeah.
I was around the airport. Okay. Just around. I can see this is the airport. But I do not know any other place. I ain't got a phone to go on Google Maps. I got nobody I can call. I don't have a Kenyan number or something that I have in my head. So I was just walking around. I did not even know like, hey, this is where I'm going.
How was the experience in the streets?
A lot of bullying from the street kids. I guess everything I had, like the extra stuff I had, they were just taken within the first 2 days. I also had a couple documents. They were gone within the first 2 days because you were talking to these people. You're trying to tell them something. It's like they can't understand what you're saying. And they're like, "Why you talking like that? I mean, how are you here? How you talking like that? And you were talking to us, and you were here in the street. You were supposed to be somewhere else. You're saying do not belong to Kenya. You don't even look like you belong there. You got to be kidding!" And all that, the shoving and pushing, and they just bullying was the worst. But then I just thank God that the worst didn't happen, because as much as this bullying was there, I just get off the whole place, and there were like other people coming in. They were like just getting me out the whole scene, like once in a while. So bad things happen, but not the worst.
Jonte ni aje?
Poa.
Kwa fiti?
Niko poa.
So tuambie tu ulikutana aje na Andy?
Oh, it was so interesting by the way. Msee wangu. Okay, most of the weekend mimi nakuwa msee wangu. Napenda ngoma, ma movie, a lot of things by the way in my life. So most of the weekend I go to in town. Okay? Yeah. I love to go in Nairobi town. So naendanga huko na watch movie. Kuna best yangu kuna cyber cafe huko. I watch a lot of movie nyingine na download nikichukua ma photos. Ama person who nakwanga na ile na blood with the blood of homies. You call it homie, Kenyan homie, do you feel me? Okay. So sana napenda kwa nikiingia huko na watch wengine ma movie napenda. So when sasa sasa ilikuwa masaa za jioni. It was like 7 p.m. majioni naona. So when nilikuwa nakuja hapo nje, nilikuwa nataka kwa big girl, nilikuwa nangoja msee fulani twende naye home. So when I was there, this guy was like, amekaa chini. I was like, he was just sitting there like emotionally. Like,
you're going through a lot.
Yeah. Yes, it was like, oh my God, like 3 minutes. It was like, the song was about the baby. The baby, I love the baby, bro. It's my, my character. I love him so much. American rapper. You know him?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah. So it was like, he was rapping. He was like, hey, bro. I'm a social person though. I'm a talkative person. I love making a lot of friends. You know me. So nikaona, hey, bro, jamaa anachapa ngoso ngile ngoro. Nikamwambia, hey, bro, hiyo ni kali. Unajua mimi nikasema huyu ni homie. Okay. Wale mavijana wa Bombe anakaa tu hapo anachapa ngoma. Nikasema, bro, unachapa hiyo ngoma mbaya sana. He was like, hey man, sasa tuende studio siku moja bro, what's up man? Nikadhani I thought alikuwa na do. Nilikuwa namwangalia anakaa na pesa. Unaona? Because the way he was looking. Alikuwa bado poa. So I was like, tuende studios like. I was like, do you understand me bro? I'm telling you, do you ever go to studio before? Can you go? Akaniambia, no, I never go to studio. I just came to Kenya today. I was like, I never see a black American before. Yeah. Like, nikamwambia hivi bwana, he was in Kenya but when he was young, so young. Yeah. So when so I told him, bro, okay, what now? So are you waiting for someone? I said, no, I atakaa tu hapo ngoja mtu anaweza msaidia. Nikamwambia, okay, before someone reach you ama maybe your family or anything, let me help you bro. Usikae hapa kuna wezi, a lot of things happening in town bro. I tell me now, you're like, okay, we can go. Oh no, nikamchukua, nikalipa fare, nikaingia mtaa, and people was like, how do you interact with this guy? Because he was talking with my friend, and my friend was like, hey bro, huyu jamaa anabonga ngoso, unaongea naye aje? Nikamwambia, bro, mimi napenda movie, alafu when I watch a lot of movie, alafu nilikuwa nimeidea English ilikuwa perfect bro, I was perfect in English, so I was understanding him, we were communicating it, so he was.
Yeah. Kwa hiyo kama mlivyomsikia huyu Andy ameeleza hiyo kwa kifupi. Bado nina video yake nyingine ambayo inaendelea. Msisahau kulike, kusubscribe, kucomment na kushare. Kwa hiyo hapa nina ujumbe gani? Nina ujumbe kidogo kwa watu kwamba hasa wazazi, mama wa kambo, sijui baba wa kambo, kwamba jamani tuwatreat binadamu wenzetu hawa watoto kama binadamu. Kwa sababu kitu ambacho Andy amekuja kukisema, pamoja na mateso yote hayo ambayo ameyapitia, lakini alichokuja kukisema, yani ni very convincing, ni kwamba ana moyo, niweze kusema ana moyo. Kwa sababu inavyoelekea, baba yake hasa mzazi na mama yake mzazi hawajulikani waliko. Kwa sababu ni mtoto ambaye ametunzwa kwenye foster cares. Mnajua nyumba za, yani unalelewa na familia inachukua watoto inawalea. Hiyo kitu iko sana huku Western. Sio lazima muadapt, lakini wewe unakuwa tu unatunza watoto mpaka wanafikia 18, serikali inakulipa nini na nini. Kwa hiyo yeye ndo victim wa hiyo kitu. Mwenyewe mmemsikia hapo ameeleza kwa kifupi, lakini fuatilieni tena kwa sababu bado interview inaendelea. Na nani hawa wana Jeff Koinange, wote mnamjua, labda alikuwaga BBC. Saizi ni Mkenya mmoja tajiri sana kwenye upande wa media. Kwa hiyo na yeye amemchukua pia, amemhoji kupata story yake. Kwa hiyo nyinyi sikilizeni, halafu mtatoa maoni yenu.
Get food for you. But I stayed focused, ready to wrestle like nobody saw it coming. This was a disguise and a blessing. I wasn't ready for the flip. Wasn't ready to set a mesh. Kept asking if there was a need. My boy kept coming at me and showed him how impressed I was. All the wonder was leading me like a lost Israelite in the jungle.
You said you experienced racism at some point, huh?
Yeah, that was the worst part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
When we moved, like, from our first home to the second, that place there were a lot of whites and it just became hell. I mean, that's where the turning point, and we started disagreeing with my foster parents because of these arguments with all these other kids.
Were they white, by the way?
You're a lot of, like, all of them were white because they were from the mom's side. And, okay, the dad was black, Kenyan, but the mom was white, American. So, like, she had an extended family, aunties and all that, living in some place. So that's the place we moved to, and yeah, so we had like more whites, and they were like, yeah, treating you like you were never one of them.
What, they call you names? They would not feed you? I mean, what was the worst part?
Okay, the worst part, they would feed me. I mean, I wouldn't say I slept hungry really, because when this stuff happened, I'd go to my dad and complain, tell him, I just feel like, you know, this treatment I'm getting here is not the same I was getting before when we were not here. So they were like, when they got to play and you play with them, you don't even feel like they want you there. When you go to school and you're like together, it feels like they don't even want to walk with you. When you like, it's like just they just don't want you. It's like you're neglected or something. When you do dinner, no one is talking to you. That's that bad.
At what point did you decide, I want to go back home?
That wasn't my decision. That was like nature's decision. That wasn't my decision. We just came by and they were like, somehow they didn't want me back there. Just came to realize that later on though. But it worked well for me. Well and not well at the same time, but mostly well because I found people who could just love you because you just one of them and treat you good, and I kind of felt like that was better than all that luxurious life with no one to show you like you really belong here.
Yeah.
So
when did you come back?
2015, 2016.
And what did you? How did your dad feel about this?
But what exactly?
About you leaving America and coming back here?
I don't think it affected him. Like, that was what he wanted. So he was like, he really wants me here more than there.
Yeah.
So I think.
So when you came, was there family here?
Yeah, his family was here, but by the time we were parting ways, we were not together, so I don't even know how to find the whole place. And I can't contact them.
So who did you come to stay with?
Okay, we had the whole extended family, like his family, the mother, and the aunties in their place. But then we stayed there for a while, and then the time we were supposed to be coming, like going back to the US, we kind of split up. Like, we got out of that place and we got out. I couldn't even go back because I wasn't sure about the way back there. And how we just split up wasn't like a suggestion of you can come back here anytime you want. I just ended up alone again. Yeah.
That must have been rough.
Pretty much.
How did you end up in the streets?
We were in this taxi cab that was supposed to be taking us to the whole airport thing. And somehow we got split because they were like, these are the guys get to be in the first one, and you have to be in the other one with these other guys that you haven't been with all along, because they say this other one is full. And then at that moment I didn't really think something was odd, so I thought it's just fine, man, that one is full, so I can get in the other one and just do my thing. And then we got to this point, and then this guy, like the driver's like, you guys are supposed to drop here. Your dad said I'm gonna leave you here, and then he's gonna take it from here. So you just get off and wait for him right here. That's how I ended up off the radar.
And did you wait? Did you stand there waiting for your dad, or how did?
More than 3 hours. Yeah. Never quite happened that he came back or something.
So you became homeless right then?
Yeah, in a minute, became homeless.
And what was life like then?
Oh, in the streets, it was like the worst I ever experienced. Now there was, I don't know, I was just feeling like, oh my god, I don't know, like I could die any minute. I just didn't know what would happen. You were trying to talk to people like you were begging, like you were literally a beggar. You were just, you can't get food for yourself, so you have to ask people in the streets like for the help. You talk to some people, they're like, they don't even trust anyone in the streets. They're like, you want to rob us or what? And then you're like, it gets worse because you have the same clothes on for like a week, a second week. This bullying from the kids. Everybody asking how you speak like this and you're here. Problem with talking to people and really getting the conversation or just communicating to them was pretty much difficult. So that was rough.
Yeah. I was about to say, you know, they listen to you and your accent, and they can't put the two and two together. I mean, you can't have a wang and
hear? No way.
Live in the streets.
No way.
Did they think you were putting it on? You were pretending? You acting?
Some of them did, but then they're like, street kids can talk like this. Like here in the streets, you talking like this. I mean, some of them were like, you're not serious for this. I mean, for your parents, like, you can't even explain to them a thing because you're trying to do it, it doesn't work. Some people came in to help a couple times. They're like, they just look at you and how you talking, give you some food, and yeah.
Were there days you went hungry? Without food?
Yeah, there were. Like, didn't go more than one, but yeah, there were time I just went angry for like half day, more than half day, and I was like, I'm not gonna get anything today. Had to get some water though. That was easy. But I had to just start like, I was famished.
Okay, so John, how did you finally hook up with?
So kuna day nilikuwa nimeenda town, so it happened that nilipata tu gari nikapanda, lakini kulikuwa na jam. Nikaona kwa sababu I'm already certified, let me nishuke nitembee mguu. Okay, so when I like talking to people, like nakwanga na kiherehere. We call it kiherehere, right? Yo, you get me?
I get you.
So nilikuwa natembea kwa town. And then I met this guy. This guy was sitting in somewhere in along a road in the bumps. I don't know how we call it. Hizi za nini karibu na barabara hizi zinaitwa aje?
Benches.
Benches. Yeah, he was like there. And I mean, I was like starving. I was starving, so I decided to, there was a cabin. We call it takataka.
Trash can.
Yeah. So nilikuwa naenda hapo kuangalia kitu kukula. And he was like there. And there was my friend who was like talking to this guy who was like want to like bullying him. Yo, you got money. It was like 3 p.m. Okay. So I was like, yo, please, he was not talking Swahili but that time. So yeah. I was like, he was like bully. He looked so smart. Like he was wearing some, cool clothes. Alright. He looked like someone got money. So I was like, oh. So there's my friend who was bullying him, like searching for him, but I didn't have anything. He was totally broke. So I was like, mwachana unajua saa we were like, wewe acha ni muangalie, unaona that kind of street talk. Yeah. Na acha ni muangalie huyu jamaa kona kakitu, unaona. So I was like, acha na yeye ana kakitu, like there alafu one day was like so depressed, like holding his head like he's about to fall. So I decided, like, hey, yo, bro, I like, about, hey, niaje, bro, niaje, brother. He was like, he's not getting me. Hey, bana, suongea buda neza kuokolea. No, this one. So I was like, this nigga, what's wrong with this guy? Okay.
Yeah.
So I decided to, like, hey, what's up?
Mm-hmm.
He was like, cool. Do you speak Kiswahili? I don't. Maybe from Uganda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do speak Swahili because he's dark and most of the Uganda people are there.
Yeah.
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 So I was like, hey, are you Uganda? Are you from Uganda? He was like, no. So I was like, it was so hard to me, like asking questions.
Right.
Because that time English was not my wife that time. We didn't have good relationship with English. Okay. So I decided, because it was 3 a.m. and p.m. and it's so it's dangerous. I told him, yeah, I can take you to to come and take you somewhere you can be safe. First of all, he was resistant, like, no, he's scared. He's scared.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, please come, because and I was like, because here it is dangerous, it's so bad. People will nyonga you. People will nyonga you, and you will be poor. You will be okay.
Yeah.
I was talking like that, and then he actually agreed. So we walk, you walk in the foot up to Nairobi, in my place, in
How far? How
in
far was it?
Korokocho.
In
Like,
Korokocho.
I don't know how far. I don't know how to measure. I was not good in math. Nearly uma ije, so I don't know how to measure. So
half an hour, 1 hour walking.
like, it was like 1 hour, like 30 minutes, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah.
Andy, why did you agree to go to John's place?
Cause okay, he'd saved me from some other people.
I know, but you
And-
it was a stranger. You didn't know him.
I just took a risk. That was like, that was a chance I took. I was like, nobody else ever did tell me this. Like, I can take you to a place you can be.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the first guy to come in. He doesn't look like he's that good with everything, but at least he took the initiative and told me, I can give you something.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a chance I could just take in.
But you were starving. You hadn't eaten that day, and then you're walking for an hour and a half.
He also fainted, by the way. I didn't tell you that part.
He fainted on the way.
Yeah, he was like,
Oh.
whoa, and I was like, damn, bro, what do you want me to do? I was like, I don't know what to do. I was like, damn, what's crazy? I never seen someone fainted before, which was my first time. So like, what can I do? Maybe he already died. I was like, I don't know what to do. Maybe I have to run away. And then I decided maybe I have to, sometimes I see people, giving, some fresh air.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, Kupepeto, we call that.
Kupepeto.
Pepeto. So I decided to do that. So he
And it
was
was
like,
exhaustion. Is that or hunger or
hunger.
combination?
I think hunger, and then I don't know, tired because of work, exhausted. So yeah, I did that.
And it,
Yeah, and it worked. By the way, he was like, hey, waking up in the way, and we decided, yeah, bro, we can go and drink some water. We go to a nearby hotel and then drink some water, and then we continue. So when I reached home, my mother was like, okay, my mother working down beside. So down beside, so she worked there. So he was like, my mother is a Kikuyu. So Nikki, what the hell go away? Commander to do where did you go at He was like, yeah, umeniletea stranger huku. Alafu na Kikuyu like, umeniletea Msudanese huku tu kate na kewe. Nike kiuru. Yeah? Na ati unajua sasa my mom was like she didn't have a lot of money, so she was like, this is another like burden.
right.
So he was like,
Yeah.
by kesho umtoe umpeleke huko penye mmemtoa. I agreed with her. And then but the following day Andy didn't want to go.
He didn't.
He didn't want to go, so he was like, I'm comfortable, I'll be there. Maybe to confirm, maybe some people search for him, family member, I don't know. So my mom was like, but we stayed like 1 month, and my mom saw that mama is a Christian.
Wow.
So he decided just to take a risk, and me with street, I survive in the street, because in my place sometimes we can eat some ugali and salt. Ugali na chumvi, you just toast it like this, and you just eat it, and then you sleep sometimes, So first time, Andy was like, I'm in hell. Oh damn, I don't know. So because he was like, what is this? He never see ugali before.
Right.
A tasteless thing was like, eating and like, what is this? I told him, oh bro, this is so expensive here, I know. So like, you know, like having another sometime I can go for there's bread we call it onyona in Karakocho. It's called a blended bread. It is only called 10 shillings. So sometime I go and buy it, and then I bring it to him, and he was like, it's cool. But you know, sir, but at first time he was like glued in the toilet because you know when you eat that bread,
Yeah.
it is not healthy. So he was like quacho every time. He was like, yeah, trying to say, well, bro, what you doing? Now in Daisha.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. And then I was like, go and buy some. You know, these are traditional things that maybe if someone maybe you have a what we call it. We have a stomach. You can go and drink some salt
Right,
and
right.
water. So I just gave it to him.
So are you guys still in the streets?
We're still in the streets, you could say. But we haven't been in the dump site for like 2 weeks now.
Okay,
Yeah, so that's a good sign.
that's a good sign. What were you doing in the dump sites? What exactly do you do?
So there's some people there who they take the recycling thing, like recycling with my plastic, I don't know, plastic bottle, so inachukuliwa zinapelekwa kwa kampuni.
Okay.
So that's how we do. So the more you collect them, the more
money.
Yeah, you can make.
What's the most you made in one day, John?
In one day, oh my God, how do I say it? So less, like maybe I can like 500. That is the most, like the amount I can find in the dump site. It is not, it's not enough, but
Sure.
it was like enough for me.
And
For us and me, and he was not good at that time, like
Is he
was
good now?
sharing. Yeah,
Is he good now?
right now he's a pro, more than me.
Come on.
I just want to work on my music first if I can.
Oh, I hear you're a bit of a rapper.
You're a rapper. I've done 2 rap songs.
Me,
What would you like?
I would like, any kind of help, because, we have a lot of problems, by the way. Sometimes we sleep on the floor. We got nothing sometimes. Sometimes when you got look like an old person because you got no money, Sometimes when you got money, you never got go old. Like William Kambogo is so young. Yeah, because he got money. Even you, so young, I can see you. I just want, a little help. Maybe someone can help us, get a good place maybe to stay, and then maybe you can start a little business. And I'm a content creator. I do a lot of content creator. Even
What kind
me,
of
I'm
content?
a singer.
What kind of content?
I do comedy and I do comedy and sometimes I do like not comedy, like emotional thing. Yeah, and even me, I'm a singer, but I'm not a rapper.
Okay. What do you sing?
Me, I sing like the broken. Sometimes I've been broken most of the time. My heart been broken. Like now it's have a load of damage. I love a girl broke my heart. I don't know why. Because I got no money. I don't know. Yeah.
What are you? What are your social media handles? If
Social
people wanna
media,
check you out?
John Kimeu.
John Kemet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I thought it's John Kamau, but when you're calling my name, you have to say John Kimeu. Kimeu, so you can come, with a good thing. You can feel it in your nerve, in your heart, like John Kimeu.
Yeah.
I'm John Kimeu. Just Koinange. He's the most handsome person in Kenya right now, of the estimate of $34 billion.
And Andy, what are your socials?
Kenyan Andy, all platforms.
All platforms.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So if people want to get in touch with you, that's where they'd go, right?
Yeah, John Kimeu.
John Kemet.
John Kimeu. The most handsome person right now in Kenya. About to be handsome.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
By the way, you speak very well. How did you learn? Through Andy?
Okay, through Andy. Andy was a good teacher. After him, I was becoming like, I want to know different accent.
You're gonna go. You're gonna go straight to America from this. You know that?
Yeah, watching a lot of movies. I like UK. I can take UK accent sometimes.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, you, can you give me some water? I just need some water because I feel so thirsty. And sometimes I'm not in love with a lady before, but I don't know what to do. I just feel like I just want to be alone. I've been broken a lot of time. Do you get me? You get me? Yeah, so just learning, like, I just like, learning a lot of accents. Yeah.
It's gonna help in your comedy.
Yeah, so
That'd
in
be
my
good for your
comedy. I know some people are like, you're not from the street. How can you talk like this?
Yeah.
You know, I can look like those niggas in the street. Yo, man, you can talk like this, bro. You kidding me, bro? You just lie. You just lie to us, you know. Like I can talk, you know, in the, you know, the hard thing, you know, those gangster in US. Yeah, just learning, okay. And then I became pro somehow, but I'm not good at it. Like I just like the word, like the pro, like Shifu. You know Shifu?
Shifu.
The master.
That's right.
Yeah.
Master Shifu. In Kung Fu Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
And Andy, if your dad was listening to the show, what would you tell him right now?
Okay, mostly I just let the whole thing go, so I don't hold a grudge really. And it's a thank you for the times we had, the highs, and I just moved from the word times we had the lows. So I'm just gonna forgive for everything happened, and yeah, that's it.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
Very forgiving. Well done.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was hard at first, but yeah, with time you're like, there's no need for the whole other drama.
Absolutely.
You just went past that.
Good point.
Kwa hiyo mnaona kwamba Andy amejieleza, saizi amevaa vizuri. Ukimkuta dumpster kwenye kuokota uchafu, anavaa manguo yake ya kuokota uchafu. Amekuja, Mungu bariki, amekutana na huyu kijana ambaye sasa ni rafiki yake, anaongea slang, anaongea Kiingereza, utafikiri amekaa Amerika au amekaa UK. Anajua kucheza na slang za kila taifa anajua. Yani ni comedian, ninaweza nikamuita mzuri sana. Lakini ndo anaishi maisha hayo ya kukusanya mauchafu. I hope kwa sababu saizi amesha kuja kwenye televisheni nyingi Kenya, anaweza akatokea mtu yoyote ambaye atasema kwamba ngoja mimi ni msponsor, nimsaidie, kwa sababu ile mtoto anajua kurap. Ameulizwa kama angependa arudi tena Amerika, akaishi Marekani. Anasema hapana, sitapenda nirudi tena Amerika. Kamuuliza kwa nini? Akasema kwa sababu yani hapa mimi ni binadamu. Hapa mimi ni mweusi, lakini hakuna mtu anayenibagua kwa sababu ni mweusi. Ila nimeishi maisha ya kubaguliwa, unwanted, sitakiwi popote. Hata wazazi wenyewe wanasema walivyokuwa wakimpeleka, sijui wanaenda naye shule au wanatembea naye, unaona kabisa kwamba yani hawataki awe pati ya wao. Wanatembea, wanamuacha pembeni. Yani ile feelings ya kuwa unwanted bado inamhunt mpaka leo. Kwa hiyo anaona bora aishi zake kule kwenye uchafu, azoe uchafu, achambue uchafu Kenya, kuliko kurudi tena Minnesota ambako aliishi maisha ya kubaguliwa na kuteswa na nini. Mamake wa kambo ni mzungu, kwa hiyo yule mama naye ana watoto wake wengi wa kizungu. Kwa hiyo Andy mwenzangu mimi, na rangi yake ni nyeusi mno, yani alikuwa hatakiwi kabisa kwenye hiyo familia. Inasikitisha, ni story ambayo kwa kweli imenisikitisha. Nikaona ngoja niitoe kwa sababu watakuwa wengi wanapitia challenge kama hizi, lakini hawazungumzi. Najua hata ukule kwetu nyumbani hapo Tanzania, watu wengi sana wanateswa sana na wazazi wao wa kambo, either baba wa kambo au mama wa kambo, kwa sababu kama Andy anavyosema kwamba akimwambia baba yake jinsi ambavyo wenzie walivyokuwa wanamtesa, baba yake aliona tu kama yani ni mpuzi fulani hivi, hata hampatilizi kabisa. Yeye anamsikiliza mke wake yule mzungu Muamerika, ndo hiyo. Kwa hiyo haya maisha ya kuwa unwanted yapo kila kona. Jamani, tujitahidi kwamba hakuna mtu ambaye aliomba kuja kwenye hii dunia. Sorry. Hakuna mtu ambaye aliomba kwamba mimi ninataka kuzaliwa au mimi ninataka nizaliwe na wazazi fulani. Hakuna. Watu wote tumekuja hapa coincidence, ni wazazi wetu ndo waliamua kutuleta. Kwa hiyo na Andy, wazazi waliomleta hatuwajui, wamemleta, wamemdampu mtoto wa watu, anateseka na maisha saizi huko Kenya, hawezi kurudi. Kwa hiyo sio vizuri, mtreat binadamu mwenzio kwa utu. Leo unacho, kesho huna. Huyu ambaye mnamuona leo Andy anaokota uchafu kwenye hizi dumpster za Kenya, Dandora, kesho atakuwa mtu, kwa sababu mtoto anajua mziki, yani anaujua. You never know nani atamuokota, kwa sababu saizi ameshakuwa popular kwenye television nyingi. I hope baba yake anaona, kwa sababu ana message ya baba yake ambayo ameitoa. Labda anaona, akaona kwamba huyu mtoto wangu ngoja nikamchukue vyovyote atakavyofanya, japo Andy hataki tena kurudi Marekani. Mwingine nyinyi Mswahili atasema kwamba huyu mjinga nini, kwa nini hataki kurudi Amerika nini na nini, lakini ameona maisha ambayo ameyapitia. Maisha ya hizi nchi za Western ni maisha ambayo ni ngumu. Unatakiwa uwe kama jiwe, kubaguliwa kupo, hutakiwi hapa, kunyanyasika kupo kila sehemu. Mtu asikudanganye, wanakuambia kwamba hiyo labda ni huko kwenu tu, sisi huko hakuna. Mzungu anakuchekea hivi, ukishageuka you are nothing. Hiyo mimi nakwambia kutokana na experience, hamtaelewa, lakini maisha ndo yako hivyo. Mtu mwingine atakwambia sasa mbona urudi? Siwezi tu kurudi. Ukishakuwa na watoto huwezi tu ukanyanyua begi ukaondoka. Ni vitu vingi vya kuconsider. Hiyo nitaiongelea tena siku nyingine, kwa nini watu inakuwa vigumu kurudi majumbani. Lakini leo hii platform nimempa Andrew ambaye yuko kwenye dumpster, anafanya kazi ya kuokota uchafu Kenya. Ndo nimeona nitoe story yake. Mna comment, mnaweza kucomment, lakini ulike, ucomment na kushare. Until next time, I love you all. Fuata clip yangu. Bye for now.